There's C magic book.
Yeah, I was just curious about whether they'd work while more polymorphed, but I mean, because mine's a natural one. There's no limitation on the number of times I can change or anything.
Right, you're Kitsune, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of picked up on that. It depends on if the tattoo would get distorted when your flesh changed. Now, I'm assuming this is completely GM's prerogative and interpretation of the flavor behind the rules, but I'm assuming that when you polymorph into a humanoid form, since you have a full control, you're a natural shape changer, the part of your wolf form that has the tattoo, you can keep as a hairy wolf piece of flesh, and it would not distort the tattoo. But I don't think you could keep a piece of humanoid flesh in that form when you just go to a wolf or to a fox because you're shrinking in size.
Interesting. I don't know. I wonder if I could get tattooed as a as a fox, and then what would happen if I changed back?
Now, it is also possible that the magic in the magical tattoo that allows it to resize and move, because some tattoos actually you can tap them and move them from skin to skin to move them to other people. It might be possible that maintains between your shape changing.
I know we've gone over this once before, but I understood your greeting, and I'm curious, when you do the language, is it just slash the language space your message?
Now, that's something I'm doing as part of the Natural Fantasy Grounds because we don't have the language thing installed right now. It's not part of this. Slash mood, space word, space message. That word you choose will actually be what's in parentheses. If you want multiple things in the parentheses, you do slash mood, parenthesis, sequence of words, and parenthesis, and then whatever you want to type. And it'll put that stuff in parentheses in the mood parentheses. So like where I said Rylus Sylvan greetings, what I did is slash mood space Sylvan space greetings period.
Okay. So that was just a way to make it look that way. You didn't actually have the, so like the other time when we played and had like the Infernal that you were speaking or whatever, Abyssal maybe?
Yes, that is not currently active, and I have mixed feelings about it because it's a neat extension, but at the same time it also divides the party between the people that can participate and the people that just sit there twiddling their thumbs. So I kind of have mixed feelings about it.
As the man with a million languages, I figured you'd be the one that'd be participating most of the time.
Yeah, but that just means it's like me and the NPC playing the game and you guys just stand around, and I don't really like that. As a GM, that's bad. It does help cut down on metagaming and make it interesting after the conversation when actions are taken, but it's just you weren't here for some of the interactions early in the game. When I interacted like for half an hour with kobolds and set up my army basically.
Charge!
I don't remember if the barbarians were with us at the time or not. I know that the original party was, and they were just kind of like, whatever, okay, we're just gonna do something over here or something.
Kobold, remember, waterworks!
Is everybody back?
1, 2, we're here.
I don't think Darren is yet.
She's stuffing her face with chocolate, so she says she's indisposed at the moment.
Yeah, at least he's got his priorities straight.
GM, I think that when we switched who was controlling Rick, since I logged in and she released her character, you might have changed something about how you had all the gubbins being passed out and stuff, because I don't see anything in my inventory from when you were passing things. I'm not sure if that might have messed anything up when we switched up who was running it.
Let's see.
Something I might suggest, I don't know how easily this will bug out, but a lot of text strings in this don't like parentheses. Your name has a parenthesis with a subname in it. That string for your name, including the parenthesis, Rick, all that's used every time it processes your character.
So you think that might be part of the problem? It's gone.
No, I don't think that's part of the problem, but I think that could cause future problems. Most likely the problem is more like what you said, the transfer of ownership and stuff, but I know the combat tracker specifically, a lot of stuff in the combat tracker, it can't go there with parentheses because it'll remove the parentheses and create two different strings then that aren't compatible.
I'm back. We can continue. Sorry about the delay. I decided I was too lazy to cook, so I ordered the most common young person's food possible. Pizza.
Ramen noodles?
No, pizza. I didn't say cheap.
Hey, I had pizza tonight as well.
We had Pizza Hot Pockets.
Always a good decision for work.
Well, the delay from me getting here tonight was they recently promoted me to deliveries coordinator, so anything that went wrong today that did, and I had to fix everything before I got to go home.
It happens.
Promotions.
I put the gold in there as well as the ruby earrings.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. GM, something that might help, when you had to reset him into the combat tracker and then on the map, did you reset him into the party sheet as well?
No, I did not. And
Because the party sheet is what dictates all the passing out of loot. You might need to reset him in there. Which means, Darren, you might also want to check to see if Flair's getting her stuff.
She didn't. Yeah, she's been getting it. Although she is sitting on, I don't understand why, 6,000 gold.
Hasn't spent it.
Nope.
okay. And Darren, you spread the dust out around the grove, and it allowed you to see through the illusion. And you come across a trail that's apparently leading you to his retreat.
Let's go say hello.
Without the axe.
I'm not gonna chop him. He's helping.
And
Stop cheating.
Darren, roll a perception. And off in the southeast corner, down by D2, you notice what looks like a camouflaged hunting trap.
Odd. Why would they put a trap here?
To catch things?
They get past the illusion?
Perhaps the illusion does not hinder the animals. I imagine he has to eat.
Understandable. I just ignore it. Go up to this door. And knock before Ryla says anything.
You see a solidly built cabin stands among the forest trees next to a small garden of herbs. And just a few feet, a garden of herbs just a few feet from the trail. And there's no reply to your knocking.
Odd. Wouldn't imagine why you wouldn't be home. I'll check to see if it's locked.
It's not locked, but would you also like to roll a perception check? You do hear sound coming from inside the cabin. Rick as well.
I open the door.
I step back.
Did I notice anything fishy other than that one trap over in the corner?
Claire from past experience steps back as well.
No, you did not.
Copy.
However, you do notice that the trap looks like it has caught something.
Does it look tasty?
You can't tell from where you're standing because it's a pit trap.
Ah, okay. Down by D2. It's those little holes behind D2?
Yeah, the D2 actually is the pit itself.
Oh.
You can see part of the, it had tree branches covered over it, and just because you're there, it's surrounded by a wooden frame, and you can tell that the pine branches have been tied to it and so forth. And down the hole, you see a dead wolf who looks like it died from starvation.
Aw, now I'm sad.
And Darren, you see I love this picture. That you see Devar, and he is sitting in a chair by the table of the cabin. And he appears to be startled by you opening the door and sticking your head in.
Rylas, this is your line of work.
Combat tracker lag.
Let me guess, initiative.
No. I was just throwing a token on the map.
Oh, okay. It was red, which usually means dead to us.
What? Speak up. I'm afraid my ears don't work as well as they used to.
We have need of your help. Is he speaking in Sylvan or Common?
He is in, he's speaking in Common, but he understood your Sylvan.
Naturally. I will switch back to Common then, if he can speak in it. We have need of your help. There is something that threatens these woods.
I've hunted for their source. It's a big forest, though, so I haven't had much luck. There are a few places I haven't looked yet. If we split up, maybe we could cover more ground. And I copied one line too many into the chat box.
Whoops.
Damn it.
I like the way he thinks. I'm going to go to all the locations he suggests.
Is this thing you call experience points again?
Yes, this is how you earn them.
Oh, okay. I kick things ass, and they get magic experience points, and I get stronger.
Don't forget the loot. You get the loot.
Ooh, shinies, bigger axe.
Alright, step in.
Uh,
Pull out the map and let him mark down all the wonderful bad areas.
and let's see. And I'm going to make you roll a sense motive.
Sense motive, that's cute. I think he smells nice. Question is, what does Flair have as far as skills? Flair thinks he smells nice as well.
And Rylus, he helps you. He looks at the map and so forth. And there we go. And you know, he's pointing all over the map at different locations. He's identified 2 or 3 that he hasn't checked. And
I'll make notations of those that he has not checked.
okay. And he
Darren has the map, so I need him in the house.
Alright, he's in there with you.
While they're talking, I'm going to take a look around the outside, trying to be quiet as can be.
okay. And you're in your fox or human form.
After pouting, I switched back to my normal hybrid form. I'll travel most of the time in hybrid form.
Okay.
Sneaky, sneaky.
And while he's talking about the locations and so forth, on the actual map itself, he talks about the illusion that is over his property and so forth, and he says, it's from the stones up on the hill and so forth. It's an old relic of the First World, and he's been studying them, and he learned how to tweak them in order to expand their sphere of influence to cover his cabin and so forth.
That is very interesting. First world rocks. Are there any other things from the first world here in these woods?
Given the history, I would say more than likely. I personally don't know of any. And
Threw another one in the tower.
You notice he's not being there's something off in what he's saying and so forth. You're just picking up a really strange vibe from him.
Would you mind if we went up to look at the rocks near your house? Supposedly these creatures come from the first world, and it might be that something similar to these rocks are what is creating it so that they can come into this world.
Uh, yes, you're more than welcome to go up and take a look at them. I don't think you'll steal them or anything. And he kind of chuckles.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past this one, points to Darren. If you challenged him to, he might find a way.
Haven't met a rock I couldn't move.
And if you don't care, I'm going to stay in the cabin.
Not a problem. Do you mind if we stay here for the night? It is getting dark. Maybe not in your cabin, but outside. Mind if we make camp?
I'm sure we'll find accommodations for you.
Alright, Darren's over here, building the tent. Rylas can go study his rocks.
I spoke to Flair in Orc, which I know she knows.
Okay. What do you want Flair to do?
It's in chat.
Ah. Okay.
Do I find any other pits or snares or any other traps as I'm circling around the house?
Holy crap. He's in here. I guess I will release your character, then.
Yeah, I don't think he's made it to chat yet.
So it's a miracle?
You do, you do find one or two much smaller traps, that contain different animals, small to smaller size, smaller than the wolf.
Does it look like he's neglected these traps as well and just left them there to rot?
Yes, everything in these traps are rotting.
Oh boy. Okay, then Alright, when I return to the rest of the party, I'm going to share my suspicions that he's not actually who we're supposed to be here to find. If he's anybody that would be living out here and leaving these traps like this, I don't think he's the owner of these traps or this house. So I'm going to share that with first with Lila, and then I'm going to go over and share that with Rylus as well. I don't think Darren would like to do more than just pet me as a fox.
Oh, you don't say. That is very interesting. I did find there was something wrong with him. Flair should be keeping an eye on him, though. We will deal with him after we figure out if these stones can aid him in any way.
Is it possible he's not the person we've been sent to find?
Oh, it is very possible. There was something odd about him. He might be a gnome from the First World.
Awfully big for a gnome.
Was he big? I thought it was a picture of a gnome.
Oh, it looked kind of medium-sized, but there's nothing really to compare it to, so... What is his size? Is he small or medium?
Yeah, he's human.
Oh,
Okay.
with green hair. Interesting.
Yeah, that's... yeah. Weird.
Well, green hair is normal for gnomes. That's why I kind of thought he was a gnome.
And as you come up the top of the hill, you see 3 massive monoliths of eldritch stone rising from the circular hill, and they're etched in ancient runes, glittering with powerful magic.
If they're glittering, I'm not going to detect magic, because that could be bad.
And unless you have planes knowledge, it won't do you any good.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to look important. So no writing other than Eldritch runes?
Correct.
I'm gonna head back over to the pit and try to determine, based on my capability of traps and dungeoneering, how long the trap had been set off. How long ago it had been set off.
Over a week.
Darren.
And you have disabled the trap.
Gotcha. Safe to go up and down. Anything about the wolf that's interesting?
No, not really.
Okay. I'll give him a proper burial.
Darien will fall. My bad. Pizza showed up.
Oh, I see.
The other smaller animals can just continue to rot, but I'll bury the wolf. Unless any of the smaller animals happen to be a fox.
No.
Okay.
Squirrels, groundhogs.
And now the meat's all rotted. Blech.
If you would like, I can fix that for you.
Go on.
You will have to get to my attention. I'm currently in the building, but when I am
Oh.
done... I am waiting for Darren to actually follow me in, like he said he was going to.
My
He's
bad.
too busy eating pizza. He doesn't care about the game.
Yeah.
Devar, there seems to be a bit of a problem.
And what would that be?
You, Darren, kill him.
Oh, snap. I missed out on some things. Guessing you found his real corpse or something.
My suspicions that I shared with Rylas, which you probably could have overheard because I also shared them with Lila while you were standing there, was when I circled around and found a bunch of little snares for, meat for him to catch and eat, which is totally understandable. They were all rotted out, like all the animals had been left to rot and die. My suspicion is that he's not the original owner, that he doesn't care about the traps, that he left them to rot and die, and whoever he is, he killed the original owner.
So he's not a druid because he would not do that to animals.
Pretty much.
Definitely is not a druid. No druid would leave the animals to die of starvation. He killed them quickly.
And, that 2 initiative, I feel kind of bad.
So, I'm sorry, were we supposed to be rolling Inish?
Yes,
You're
please.
at the pit. You can. I don't know how long it's going to take you to get over here, though.
Well, depends on the noise we hear, I guess.
Oh, he's expecting a short battle. Okay, Darren.
It's all a matter of how many tricks this guy's got up his sleeve.
He is considered flat-footed, right?
I don't think he saw that one coming. I don't think you saw that one coming.
No.
Yes, he
Just
is.
luckily I got good reflex. Quick draw. Eat it.
What are you doing? You can't full attack in a surprise round.
Oh, that's right. Either way, it still doesn't work. It's 5s for you.
Do I hear what's going on? Or see it?
No, not yet.
Flat-footed 19 missed. It's interesting.
If I don't hear anything, in that case, I will just continue with my work out here until I hear something from inside.
Okay.
I don't even know they're fighting.
Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take you to actually get over here. Someone has to make noise first.
I missed! There you go.
All right, so Darren's throwing a temper tantrum. He probably
Yeah.
cracked a tent pole while he's putting it up or something.
It's not the 5s.
Also, Flair's actually going to attack.
Not very well. We trust you have pretty good reason to know why you're doing this. Wouldn't
I hear
Flair have
anything
overheard
yet?
that?
You hear Darren.
Cursing about not being able to hit a old man with green hair.
I walk up to the door to see what I can see.
Okay. You see a battle. Darren throwing a temper tantrum, and Flair's had just got done swinging and missing.
Alright, I throw a call back to Rick.
Okay. a 3 again.
I like that.
And he's just going to stay put.
Now, sadly, out of that, Darren looks at that. He doesn't see the 3 and the fact that he got missed. He sees the price of the loot that swung at him.
Yep. Ooh, shiny. Make Darren angry. Now he's going to use power attack. So this time it will be a freaking rage after this.
It's a hefty little guy. He's going to have to actually do something.
Okay, I'm going to activate my, what are they called? Boots of the Daredevil for a +5 acrobatics for the turn, and try to do acrobatics while running past him at full speed to get behind him.
Okay.
I don't think you have to activate that. I'm pretty sure that's if you're wearing them, you always get that bonus.
No, the Boots of the Daredevil have like 10 uses a day. And when I do use them to go through an enemy space, my next attack against that enemy also comes at an additional +1 to any flanking bonuses I might get.
Okay.
They're cheaper, and they have a limited number of uses per day, but they also get that +1 to hit if I tumble through an enemy space.
Right. Are you using the ones from the Advanced Race Guide or from the Ultimate Equipment?
Ultimate equipment.
All right. I don't remember there being a use restriction. Oh, well. I generally go for Boots of Acrobatics anyway because I want the jump bonus.
Well, the Daredevil ones are specific to
Attacks of
acrobatics
opportunity,
and attacks of opportunity, and yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's 10 a day, but I'll look it up again just to be certain. So I need to roll. Do I need to add the miscellaneous bonus on here, or do you want to just take it into account?
Just put 5 in your modifier box before you roll. Because if you roll it on him, it's going to be opposing to the automated CMD, so no math has to be done. Do you know what I'm talking about, or was that too vague?
Oh, I need to target him, you mean?
You drop your acrobatics on top of him. Actually, no, I don't think acrobatics is designed for CMD.
Yeah, it didn't do anything when I dropped the die on him. So I rolled it in the tower for you, GM. Let me know.
Yes, you did make it.
Alright. Flanking is provided.
That's funny. Flanking.
I find it important. Even if they don't.
Are you done?
Yeah, I moved too far to do anything else.
Are you going to command it to lay down?
I didn't even need to. All right. Is this thing actually human?
Yes.
Then this thing is paralyzed.
Awaiting GM ruling.
Give me a second. Rylus, you notice that he should be paralyzed. But he's not.
Should be. Alrighty then.
Okay, you were right. I always get the +5 acrobatics, but when I activate it, I don't even need to make a check. I move through his space for free 10 times a day. So 10 rounds I can pass through somebody without even making the CMD check.
So is he not paralyzed? I'll need to remove that from him because it's automated.
Yeah, he is not paralyzed.
All right, going to throw a knowledge in there to try to figure out why. Probably not the right knowledge, but whatever. And then I yell out to Darren, Darren, throw some dust on him.
Aye, boss. There you go, just for flair. It for flair.
So, what happened to my weapons? This character sheet doesn't have the ones that I built on him. For some reason... Oh, maybe when I picked it up because she hadn't released the other one first, does that mean I got the one from my computer instead of the one on the server?
Depends on which one you logged in with.
So maybe I should... I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny that you didn't have a token.
Okay. Should I try to release and pick it back up again?
I'm gonna take you off the combat tracker before you release.
Okay.
And I'm gonna remove you from the party sheet. Because there's a character, yes. Log back in and grab the one called, or release, grab the one that's still got Rick in parentheses.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
That makes a lot more sense. Let me see.
we'll drag you.
Oh yeah, it's got all my inventory too. Sweet. I was wondering what happened to everything. Plus it's got the stuff that you sent over, so that all got sent to this one.
Okay, Lila, you're up.
Oh, you got me back on there already. Wow, thank you.
Might need to update the token though on the map.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense. Plus the color of my dice are now correct. Huh.
Oh, speaking of which, we're on for this Saturday, and I bought the Ultimate license, so you don't have to buy anything.
Yeah, she told me. Thank you.
You need to type it in chat because Flare can't hear TeamSpeak.
Oh, that's right.
AFK real quick, grabbing a drink.
And Darren, I'll mail that out to everybody again.
That is not your server. That is the one we're on, sir.
Oh, shit. I bet.
Are you done, Lila?
I'm trying to figure figure out how to actually do the effects of spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Oh, it's really hard. I would just like put a token down and do it manually. Or make a weapon entry for it, I think also works.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I would do. I would just put a token on to represent it and just create an attack for your spiritual weapon. Because everything's based on your base attack, right?
It's got a long description. I gotta read through it a little bit more.
Base attack plus wisdom modifier to hit. D8 plus 1 damage per 2 cleric levels.
3 cleric levels. Okay, yeah, it is off of my base attack.
I believe when you make a weapon entry, you can set it as base attack. Defaults to modified by strength for melee weapon. You can click on it till it goes to wisdom, so it'll automatically calculate that.
Oh, that is something I do wanted to ask. The GM's Tower, is that an add-on that I need to download?
No, it's an option.
Okay, I just gotta go into my options and turn it on.
Yes, you should go look through the option list as a GM. Make sure you are familiar with every last one of them, because some of them are very important. Set it up how you want it to be.
Well,
for
he
your
showed me
playstyle.
how to... I was gonna say, he showed me a few of the options in there. I should really just open it and read them all.
Yeah, you should play around with each one, because some of them can drastically change the playstyle.
I like the one that he showed me where it rolls random hit points as well for all the monsters.
I also recommend the one that rolls, when it adds numbered ones, it rolls random numbers for which one it is, rather than being sequential. So if there's 4 monsters, they won't be Monster 1, Monster 2, Monster 3, Monster 4. They'll be like Monster 2, Monster 5, Monster 7, Monster 3.
I'll probably do that when it comes to, excuse me, when it comes to my Dragon's Demand campaign, but this one's just mostly, I want to be fluid with the whole combat process on my side of the table.
Rylus, is that anonymized NPC attacks? The option you just mentioned about instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll roll a random number for their name.
I don't believe it's called what you just said. I don't think I can access it as a player.
Dang, 21 missed. Shit.
Welcome to 7th level.
Where the ACs rise.
You know, we need to like remove some magical protections from him.
Yeah, how about a misfortune there on that guy? Before he blows me up.
No.
No.
No. Misfortune is much better used elsewise.
That was minor. It was as murderous as I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to hit harder.
All right. So it's the option.
I was gonna say I do with the Rattless has commanded me and throw the dust on him.
Throw it around. Because it's kind of scrolled up in the chat a bit, but Riley said, I think there is somebody else here controlling this druid. Look around. But the options in the options combat GM section, second one that add NPC numbering set to random.
Got it.
And something else I always do, just to be mean, I usually keep a GM entity in the combat tracker and then at least one other dummy creature in the combat tracker just to fill it in so the players don't know how many things are in the combat tracker that they can't see because they're always going over stuff that's not them that they can't see.
Ah, that's a good idea.
I do a lot of stuff when I GM using Fantasy Grounds to break metagaming.
Stop that metagame.
Oh,
But
And
I sprinkle a bunch of dust around.
okay. You're not seeing anything out of the ordinary.
What a waste of time.
no, it's not. We found out something that we didn't know. He's not some
Okay.
alien creature posing to be a human druid.
Ha!
Did you
And
get your flanking?
That is including my flanking.
How?
Lots of sneak attack. Thank you for the flank.
Don't forget the pass.
Yep, I was just looking. I don't really have a move action I can do, so I'll just sit here.
I will put away my rod and pull out a wand.
Flare will go for non-lethal. At a -4.
Was I supposed to do that? I have a sap.
Supposed to is optional. Flair is a little bit more of a kind-hearted person, though.
Mmm.
She's the closest thing to good aligned we have in the core group that you joined.
I'm just gonna throw this here. 10 non-lethal, so it doesn't apply it as lethal.
You can set non-lethal. You just type the damage as non-lethal for when you're doing the attack.
Or can't you drop it on their little chart? Oh, they don't have a subdual one on there, do they, on the combat tracker?
They
Yeah,
do.
they
It's
do.
a SBD.
That's right. About that guy. But I can't see his subdual, is the problem.
Oh yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The red name, we don't. The red target on there doesn't have the little boxes.
Right. That's another GM option. It can actually be shown.
Oh, speaking of which, you gotta tell me the option because I have it on my Monday game and I like it like that. I don't see my allies' hit points. It just says healthy, like the dash.
Right.
I want that option in my game. That will,
GM
Um,
combat section, view show health to clients.
okay.
Turn it off. Yeah, that's how I run too.
Yeah, because you should know, oh, you have 11 hit points off your character. Let me tap you up.
So currently, the only hit points you all see is friendly, right?
Correct.
Friendly, yeah. I see critical on the bad guy. As in, this druid's about to knock it out.
Did you just say a druid was about to knock it out?
Cleric. It was a clerical error.
Thank you.
That's not even her turn. That just gets to... That's just the sword floating around.
It's one thing I do like about clerics. Oh, I have a sword, a summoned monster floating around now.
Nah, if I really wanted to piss off the GM, like really honestly piss him off,
Summoner?
So-
Fuck you.
the master summoner archetype.
Yeah, I know. I was like, no. I've seen that. That's worse than leadership.
That would kill the game. That would kill any game in Fantasy Grounds.
I know. As I say, so stupid. I hate putting bans on certain classes, but they have to make content like that.
Are you done, Lila?
She's actually about to channel or something, I think.
Yeah, I'm about to do channel energy.
Okay.
She was just getting the target set up.
Power word, disintegrate.
Ah! Wait, disintegrate's a power word?
I don't know.
It's a long word. I like kill better. So much more succinct.
There's more defenses against power word kill though.
True.
I like power word disintegrate. You didn't see that coming.
I did not.
Alright, now how do I get the heal to apply to both Darren and Flare?
You're gonna click.
On the map, there's a little flag at the top. It
No,
says,
you don't want that.
She's got him
already has it
targeted.
On your actions tab, where it says channel, there's those little buttons. One of them is a first aid plus sign. Once you have your target selected, you click that bonus and it'll roll the healing and apply it to them.
so do I kill it? Do I smack him? What do you want me to do?
Go ahead and kill it. We'll figure out what is going on.
That makes things easy.
You have flanking, by the way.
Yep, applying. I think it's going to die.
Jesus.
Well, I don't think there's coming back from that.
I knocked him just enough off guard so that he looked back for a split second and you lopped his head off. Oh, I got blood all over me!
Sorry, tends to happen.
I can fix that.
Oh, okay. Uh,
GM's like, okay, Darren's axe blows up in front of his face because I'm tired of this bullshit.
as you pull your great axe from the body, he's looking at you with this rather weird look, and he falls to his hands and knees, and you see a faintly glowing ball of light um, rise out of his body, and in the ball of light, it seems like you can make out a skull.
Ah, see? There. That is what you kill.
It don't look very dead to me.
And the guy is still alive.
What?
Very good. Killed the glowing ball. Are you done, Darren?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
this guy's definitely gonna need a medic or he's gonna die.
Wow, glowing ball of light. Okay.
Just roll with it, dude.
That was weird. Did it not target him properly? And why did it roll twice?
There might be that the token on the image isn't reset from when you reset your character to the new one.
Oh, so something's not working on the, Why did it said confirm like I critted or something? Okay, that doesn't look right. It's supposed to be crit 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
Combat expertise.
Yeah, I was doing the maneuver. I have an attack set up where my attack is lowered so that I can raise my defense, and I've just got it set up under combat expertise.
Ah, I see. On that particular attack, what is your threat range? Because if you have it set to like anything, then anything will register as a crit.
It's supposed to just be a 20.
It had set to 2, so it's right now 2 to 20.
Yeah, that's not working.
You missed anyway.
Okay, so let me up my defenses, and then I'm good to go.
Holy crap.
Alright, quick knowledge check. Do I know what that thing is? All I'm looking for is pinpointing a creature type. Alright, good. Oh, at least now I know.
What is restoration? 1d4 plus 1?
Just a d4.
Just a d4.
Why did that happen? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to get in here and edit this stupid thing. I clicked on the wrong thing next to the magnifying glass.
That's alright.
I misclicked.
It's okay, just misclick a couple more times. And it will be dead. Oh, here, let's try this. Actually, I'm not gonna take that first step.
It said no to your color spray.
Everybody got quiet on that one.
Dun dun dun.
Oh shit, we have a challenge.
It's not a fade. That's yet another thing I don't have a lot for.
Oh. Move D out of the way so Flare can step forward.
If D's still alive, he's still there.
Alive and standing or alive on
Yeah,
the
he's
floor?
on his hands and knees, and it looks like next round he will have passed out on the floor.
Okay, well Flare will take an attack of opportunity. If it can.
From the ball of light.
Ow. DR1 doesn't reduce that?
No, that's not
okay.
damage. It's
Okay.
electricity.
Electricity.
Oof. Wow.
You get your game face on.
Where's True Strike when you need it?
On the wizard spell list.
I have a feeling if we hit it, it dies.
No, I don't think so.
Wow. It must. Is it really small? Being just a head.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
small.
I was gonna say it's probably considered diminutive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Small or tiny, but I don't think a skull would be diminutive.
No.
It would be tiny. It is small.
Touch attack, huh? Let's see. My touch AC is oof. Not shabby, at least.
Dodge bonuses. Get those dodge bonuses in there.
I have a +6 dodge right now.
It's rolling a +13. Oh, I'm sorry,
True.
+16.
True. I also have a +6 dex mod. So I got a chance, but meh. Still sounds painful.
You gonna do anything else, Lila?
Nah.
And the bar falls to the ground. And this This ball of light turns invisible.
Take it, nothing that would provoke an attack from anybody.
I'm sorry?
Nothing that would provoke attacks.
No.
Damn natural abilities.
And Darren, you're up.
Throws dust. Does it touch the skull?
It's got one more shot, right? 3? Is that what we were told?
You threw the dust and...
3.
Wrong one. And he appears.
As if by magic.
I'm gonna laugh if he just goes invisible again.
If you say close your eyes, I say, don't you do that shit again. I remember what happened last time.
Well, if you can't see it now, you can't see it then. There's nothing different for you.
Gonna try something crazy. Well, I just meant to roll 1, but apparently the hitting my button for talk made it roll 2. I probably missed both of them though.
Yes.
Yeah, tried to
Miserably.
bite it.
Now, is it floating?
Yes.
How high up? And has it changed its elevation?
It's about 3.5 feet off the ground.
And it's not changed its elevation, it's just hovering like
Correct.
a hovering creature would be. Alright.
Oh, player can't control. Halfway there. Flutter can't one-shot the GM stuff. Still dying. Let me guess. Disappears again.
He disappears. And touches you.
Where did the shock come from? Or is the electricity not visible either?
The electricity come from the square that he was in.
Oh, and by the way, you put flat-footed on invisible touch attacks. Not that it matters.
As I say, that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Dust.
Might be. You're out of dust.
Oh, I'm out of dust.
Yeah, it
Fire
was only
produced 3.
I only used it twice.
Plus once to get here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I have
Alrighty.
invisibility purge, so you don't have to keep using your dust.
I will wait to see it. So as soon as it turns visible.
If I delay an action for combat expertise again, do I still get to continue to keep up my dodge bonus to my AC?
No,
Yes.
combat expertise is a modifier to an attack action. You have to have either an attack action or a full attack action to get the benefit from it.
You can't use that as a readied action.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Otherwise,
You
I guess
can.
I'd have to... That's what I mean.
But you wouldn't actually get the benefit until you did that ready to action attack. So if something happened before that, you wouldn't get that dodge bonus.
Well, I'll hold off for it as well, and I'll take that dodge bonus off until I get to attack.
I'm going to delay until after Lila.
Okay.
So if you put me down at like 2.5. I'm sorry, I should have passed first. It's
Let me
now
guess.
Flair's turn.
Let me guess. Close our eyes.
Well, if it happens the way I think it's going to happen, invisibility purge is the same as the dust of appearance. You're going to purge the invisibility, and the next round it's going to use the spell like to go back invisible again.
No, that lasts a minute a level. As long as it's within range of her, it can't go back invisible.
Yeah, be better. That's why I'm delaying.
Same with Flare. So pretty much 2.9, 2.8, 2.7.
You you forgot Darren. He delayed too.
Yep, 2.8. And then he gets blasted.
Technically, since Darren and I were higher, shouldn't it be 9 for Darren, 8 for me, 7 for Flare? Or actually, 7 for Rylas, 6 for Flare?
Yeah, it won't.
Or does it matter?
Yeah,
It
honestly,
doesn't
won't matter.
matter.
Enemy got to somehow go at 2.8, then it probably would matter, but it's not.
Cool.
Okay. It becomes visible.
Oh, I'm out of range.
Blast him! Just at least Darren. I can't do a readied action. My readied action's not in his range. But Darren is! Whoop, hang on. I was on flare. Crap. I got a freebie. Oh, come on!
I'm going to misfortune that confirmation roll. Gonna make that one again.
Much appreciated, Ryos. It's good. Of course.
You, sir, are an ass.
Minimum damage, too.
Aw.
Nice.
My prepared action I can't use either.
Ryos.
Ryos
can.
Well, you didn't actually ready an action, so you get to go from a delay.
Oh, I was going to attack it with the combat expertise.
Yeah,
Oh,
he ready
okay.
in action to attack. Which is a bummer, because Flare would have gone. We're looking the wrong way.
Pretty much.
All right, let's do this instead.
Uh-oh.
There. Now, if it had the ability to make a protective ward, it could ward off the spell. But since it doesn't have hands, it gets ill omen.
What's Ill Omen do?
The next d20 roll that it needs to make, it has to roll 2 and take the worst of the 2.
Oh, nice.
And there's no immunity that covers that?
Spell resistance, but it didn't roll with spell resistance, so that creature must not have it. There is no saving, though. There is a way for it to take a move action to neutralize it, but it has to first be able to identify the spell I'm casting, and second of all, it has to be able to utter a prayer or do a good luck charm. Neither of which I'm thinking it's capable of. But I could be wrong.
You dirty metagamer.
I don't think it's mitigating to say that it doesn't have hands, therefore it can't use its hands.
So that is, actually it's immune to it because that is a spell.
It is immune to spells. That is a very vague blanket immunity. Alright.
Well, if you would like for me to be more specific, it is immune to all spells and spell-like abilities.
Alright.
Wait. That allows spell resistance. Ill Omen didn't, correct?
Correct. That's what
Okay.
I thought. That was a bit of a large blanket there. It's like 90% of the game at a high level. Alright, so next d20 roll it needs to make 2 and take the worst of.
It's got
Oh.
the same kind of immunity that a construct would have.
Right, and Ill Omen does offer spell resistance, so no, it is immune to it. So ignore that.
So it doesn't need to roll 2 now, correct?
No, and I took off the prayer as well, because that requires spell resistance. I need to know these things when I cast spells.
Okay. And Darren gets hit with electricity and Darren, as it touches you, you need to make a will save.
Oh, shit. Yay! Never been so happier to see a 19.
Oh, too funny.
Yes, I still fail. Surely its DC is not that before. Snow guard's on the ground, right?
Yes.
Alright, move him out of the way. So Flare can sneak in there.
Okay, I was just double checking, but Invisibility Purge does not allow spell resistance of any kind, so it would still work on this guy, so yay!
Good. I think it would. I was worried about that.
Yep, I just looked it up, but no, there's nothing on it. It's just, if you're too close to the cleric, you're visible. Too bad, so sad.
Better luck next time, Rogue.
Well, invisibility. If I'm hidden with stealth, it still doesn't help you.
That's where I come in.
Aww.
Dang. 24 misses. Poopy. Alright, Darren angry.
Darren mad. Darren smash.
Darren smash.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nope. If I had the blood reservoir up, it would be getting the blood reservoir as well.
Yeah, you see, this is what you save it for.
New toy. It must have been tried. It
And
had to be
you
tried.
broke it already. Now you need it.
I don't need no stinking blood reservoir. A 1. But it's enough. Darren smash! Bam! 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 I had enough of your touching me!
And the ball of light was a will-o-wisp.
I figured
Oh.
it was.
I
had to
probably
guess.
should have figured that out.
Yeah, and when you hit the bear, every time you hit, the will-o-wisp was actually absorbing damage.
Speaking of, I'm gonna check to see if he's still alive.
So I take it we damaged him enough the will was forced out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And yes, he's still alive, and you move him up on top of the table. He's semi-conscious.
Sorry it gave you beating.
That's okay, you got that creature out of me.
Would you care to tell us how this happened?
I think I'm gonna do some channeling.
If you wish to select all your party members at once quickly, on the map in the upper left-hand corner, what Darren was trying to tell you last time, there's symbols. The target with the red slash is unselect targets, all targets. The flag is all party members. The whatever that thing is all enemies.
It's nice for that to use that flag because this is great for your blast, your channel. You
Is
just click that button and it
Devar
targets
considered
everyone.
friendly now? Because she would have to selectively not, she's got that selective channel thing, but... Okay,
That would
that's
be
what I
a
was
DM
curious.
thing. Yeah. You might as well just go ahead and burn every bit of your channels. We're going to be staying here tonight.
I think she gets like 9 a day.
Oh, wow. It's 3 plus her charisma modifier.
Plus she picked up a feat for more.
Oh, feet for more? Yeah. Nice feet. Select a channel and more channeling. Always 2
Pretty
great
much.
feats.
Well, there you go. Everybody's gonna be feeling better. Holy cow.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
And we got a few more in case something happens in the middle of the night, but we should be fine.
Pretty much, yeah, wow.
All right, Darren, see this? This is a healer. Take notes.
This is a healer. I know how to do this. Jeez. Those 2 feats are like required reading for a cleric. All a healer does is cast Bless and cast Channel Energy.
Are you kidding?
And the occasional support spell.
About to say, that invisibility purge was like a lifesaver.
Invisibility purge, resist energy, remove curse.
Yeah, if I hadn't done the invisibility purge, you wouldn't have known that that guy moved.
Oh, I was about to glitter dust the whole area.
And had you not made that will save...
I'm not worried. I can take Darren down.
So how bad would that will save would have been?
It would have inhabited your body.
Yes, Darren smashed Rylas.
About to say, Darren would have basically been with the mind of the Will-O-Wisp, so your spells would not have worked to stop Darren, just like they didn't work on him.
Yeah, that's a weird enigma. I don't know how that works.
His mind is being controlled.
Yeah, when things control another creature's mind, it doesn't give its natural immunities over. I think that's just a module designer cheating.
Or you're just upset because you would have got your ass spanked by Dan.
No, I'm not upset at all. It was a nice, good encounter. I was not able to circumvent it. I was about to say, like, I looked through my spells. I only have 2 spells that have no spell resistance, and that's because they're like healing spells. No, I take it back. The healing spells have spell resistance.
So in other words, if that thing inhabited my body, you would have ran for the hills.
So I'm going to ask Devar if the Will-O-Wisp is the reason why he left all those animals to rot.
When I first got possessed, or inhabited, one of the first things the creature made me do was start killing and all of my forest friends, and the wolf was my companion.
And it's fed off of the fear of them starving to death in the holes. They are nasty creatures.
Well, I've prepared a burial for your wolf's remains.
Thank you. And, Rylas, to answer your question, he starts telling you a story about starting 2 years ago. Tenzinkel, he was an obsessive little gnome beekeeper. He fell on hard times. Every year they would have a honey harvesting competition, and he had won it for like 6-7 years in a row, and then he lost. And it crushed him, and he fell into a deep depression, which brought...
Are you freaking kidding me? He's doing all this because he lost one damn contest.
It's a gnome. You should read up on Pathfinder Gnomish obsessions. They reworked gnomes a little bit.
fucker's ass.
They actually have an item in the race guide called their obsession log where they constantly take notes about their obsession. It's like built into their racial traits.
Shit. Get over it. Get better. Come back next year. I want to knock him freaking senseless when I find him.
You were going to anyway.
Even more senseless. I might use my adamantine fist instead of my axe. The axe would be too fucking quick.
Oh. Anyway, crushed by the outcome, he fell into a deep depression, which brought upon the bleaching, and it's an affliction suffered by gnomes upon losing their zeal for life. Well, this led him into madness, and it was rapidly aging him while reconnecting him to the first world. He used his insight to explore strange new alchemies and tonics, all in a desperate hope to save his life, but his continued failures only worsened his condition. He gave up his farm and started hopelessly wandering the forest in search of rare reagents and forbidden lore.
So we just need to put the miserable little fuck out of his misery.
Hey, darling.
It's weird.
And one attempted cure fused pieces of shadow with his bleaching soul, enabling him to enter a twilight demiplane of thorn and mist with a spike-filled palace. Here he encountered Rosalind, the dark fae queen of the Fellnight realm. Well, she welcomed him as an honored guest, entertaining and soothing his troubled mind while commiserating over his poor condition. And from what I've been able to gather, she offered to save his life if he would swear allegiance and perform a small favor. Naturally, he agreed to it, and she took him to the very edge of the realm, where she showed him the Feyengard, a line of mystic wardstones placed by her own kind to imprison her for blending Fey sorcery with forbidden shadow magic. And she asked him to gather as many wardstones as his pack would hold, and to carry them back to his home, depositing them in the deepest pool that he could find.
Do you know where this pool would be?
I know when the mist started, it all started north of here, up by Dead Man's Falls.
That is probably where the woodstones are. We may need to
So
go get them.
get the wart stones, get it out of the lake. Bad stuff stops happening. Gnome will appear. I smash his face in.
I do not believe it would be that simple, but yes, that should be a semblance of the events.
That is too easy of a plan.
That's the barbarian logic for you.
Chances are, if the woodstones were keeping Rosalind, the elf, in, and the woodstones are gone, that the elf is now out, and we'll probably encounter her before we can get the woodstones back where they go. So you have two people to kick.
Hang on. What about that chick we saved? She was the one that led us here.
The bride?
A bride. Fiera, whatever her name is, and the unicorn.
The dryad, yes.
Yeah.
What about her? She's a dryad. She has a tree. She lived in her tree. The Spriggans attacked her tree. We killed the Spriggans. Is there more to the story here that you're thinking?
I don't know. Maybe she's with them. I don't know. This ain't the first time we've been tricked before.
I don't know much about the Fae, but I'm pretty sure she is not with them. If she were that far from her tree, she would die.
If you say so. That's what you said about Othene. Then she stabbed you.
Devar, do you think I might have some supplies that would help us to snare and trap some game on the rest of our trip to make the meals a little more pleasant?
I see that you travel with a barbarian. Yes, you can take supplies.
I know how to fish. I hold out a net.
And Rylus, he continues talking, and he's seeing signs that the Queen is amassing an army to attack this region upon her escape.
Why does it always have to be an army?
It wouldn't be fun otherwise.
I'm getting so
How about-
sick of bad guys and their armies.
Well, how about you gonna take over the region? You just gonna appear in front of 10,000 people and just go, bam? No, granted, that sounds like fun.
Well, you know, in Book 2 of Wrath of the Righteous, you do get to command armies.
And I can't wait. Anywho, I think this is a pretty good stopping point for me. I guess we're just going to rest here for the night and continue onward to this lake.
Yes, and while I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a full rest.
And he's got a stream, so I'm actually fishing this time.
I'm gonna go out there and Ray of Frost every fish he goes to try to catch.
I'm still worried about Devar and the fact that he lost his animal companion. So at some point I'm going to sneak off, hide myself, change into my fox form, and come console him as an animal. He'll probably recognize me though.
And
Weird
Darren,
druids.
you caught a fish, and Devar's going to go out and find the grave of his animal companion.
You failed to hit a freaking ray of frost, man.
Yeah, this is what I have you for.
You can hit... That's when your misfortune comes in. Come on, be a jerk. You're going to get it back tomorrow anyways.
I am not misfortuning myself in the middle of the night.
You might need that will save.
And guys, this is probably a really good stopping point.
There you go. You have a professional fish dinner this time. You didn't fuck it up this time.
What? No lemons?
Oh, I find those too. Somehow.
Saturday, 7 o'clock?
Saturday, 8 o'clock. Not 7. Won't be quite ready at 7.
Ah, okay.
Eastern
Everybody good
time,
with
right?
8 o'clock? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So 1 hour ahead of this. So whenever you start this game, 1 hour ahead.
After.
Okay.
After.
8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time.
Mhm.
Saturday the 23rd, Brawny Castle, Huge Gate.
Sounds good. I'll just meet everyone on TeamSpeak. I'm sure I'll find an open slot for us. Try to get one more for the group as well. Gotta put a post or something. Unless you know any friends that just want to goof around on a Saturday night, Rylas.
Yes, I know a lot of friends that want to goof around on Saturday night, but they want to goof around in the MMO we play.
A different type. A different
You know
type
what?
of goofing around.
I bet you Rob would love to try this Fantasy Grounds program.
He probably
Yeah.
would, but with the learning curve, is he going to have enough time by Saturday?
I don't know.
That's fine. You can do it on Saturday.
It's only going to be level 1 characters, right?
Yeah, it'll be pre-gens. He won't have to do anything. It'll be a perfect learning experience for him. He doesn't
No.
have to create anything. All the effects will be done and ready for him.
Now, are they pre-gens as in pre-made characters, or are they pre-gens as in already placed in Fantasy Grounds
They're the
characters?
ones. They're the ones from the NPC codex.
Yeah, the iconic pre-gen characters.
All right, but are they set as PCs, or are they NPCs from the Codex?
Set from the codex.
So we need to make PC characters.
No, they're fine. They work perfectly fine. I've tested them.
Yeah, you've entered them in as characters.
Yeah, I've entered them in as characters.
Oh, okay.
NPCs. Okay, yeah, I get what he means. Yeah, I've physically entered all 9 of them so far, and I think I got 6 to go. So there should be 15 characters for everyone to select. It's one of each class.
All right, well, yeah, then that'd be great from. Go ahead and see if Rob wants to try it.
Yeah, all you have to do is download it. You don't have to buy the software or anything since I've got the Ultimate Edition.
Welcome to
That
the
will save me
club.
the headache of trying to... The prestigious club of Ultimate Edition holders.
Alrighty. Cool. All right. Well, I don't know. It's I don't want to just keep bringing more of my friends into the group. I mean, you've run with him a little bit, right? In DDO.
Fatica? Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just bring them on. People who play tabletop are people who play tabletop. Doesn't matter whose friends they are. Bring them in. We need more.
Absolutely.
Bring them on in.
All right. Well, let's see if I can log on and ask him tonight. If he's online.
Invite the whole guild. Screw Darren. He
Okay.
GM for 20 people.
Okay, I don't have that many pre-gens. I'll have to throw a lot of goblins in. Scale difficulty.
And which of the pre-gens is Archer again?
I gotta get her name.
There's that
Coincidentally,
Dwarven
it's
Ranger.
No, it's not the Dwarven Ranger. The Dwarven Ranger's on there, but she'll probably want to be the Elven Ranger. Give me 1 second, I'm loading up a second instance of Fantasy.